Hi friends, welcome to Diet Coke and Diamonds. My name is Natalie and today we are going to do another WIP Chat. In case you're new, WIP stands for work in progress. And my WIP today is No More Dragon's Breath by Randa Spangler. And here's a look at the original image. And I literally have not, this is the first section. So it's like this little glob of toothpaste that's coming down right here. I have not started on this yet. So if you're new to my channel, I'm doing what I'm calling a Spangler Smackdown. I have 16 Randa Spangler kits in my stash, and I am putting them together head-to-head bracket style. And I'm working on this one versus robot repair. And I want to do them like a row at a time. So I've finished the first row on robot repair, and let me tell y'all, it was a dream. And so now I'm working on the first row of this one. And these sections are much smaller than what I'm used to working in. So I'm doing 8 centimeter, what is this, width, height, 7 of these up. 7 of these rows, and then 8 centimeter wide sections, 7 across. So they're tiny sections compared to what I'm used to working on, but on robot repair at least, it went by really quick. So, and I'm doing that just to make sure all the sections are the same because I am tracking time and I want to, I want everything to be the same. So these 2 kits are the exact same size. And so that way, everything will match. Anyway, so what I'm using today, my accessories are not matchy-matchy today. It's actually the same stuff I was using last week. So I've got my little tray from Munimade. And I don't remember what this colorway was, but it's this little tray. I'm using my snowflake pen from Enabler's Outpost. And I have a 6 placer from Diamond Art Club with some putty spilling out. And then just this, I've got the stainless steel tip in here from Diamond Art Club as well. I've got Randa's Crafty Corner Putty in the scent Vanilla Spice in my multi-placer. And then in my single placer, I use Super Sticky Paddywaxx. And I think that's everything. I'm using this little trash drill. It's from EmmazingCraftShop, and I don't know if she still has a shop. If she does, I'll link it below, along with all the other accessories. But I'm not sure if she's still making these. I love this thing. It's so cute. It's a little Coverminder, and I just throw all my trash in it. It got knocked over last night, and that's the only reason why it's empty right now. So I'm just going to use this for my Coverminder. And then this washi tape keeps peeling up, but this is from Simply Gilded. But I have hit or miss luck with my Simply Gilded expensive washi tape. So this is a ceramic blade cutter. And if you watch Katie from Diamonds and Washi, she also uses one of those. And she recently cut through a canvas with hers. And I've never had that problem, and she had never had that problem. I think she just had a bad luck with it. But as we can see, I didn't even cut I didn't even cut all the plastic on this little section. This is a mess. I'm just gonna cut this off because we will definitely finish this tiny square. If we don't finish this square together, I'm gonna finish it when I get off. Yeah. So yeah, this is our little square. It's, not the most exciting thing, but the other option was my Paint Gem Mystery, and I don't want to work on the mystery kit, and I want WIP Chat. And then I'm kitted up into Old Faithful Elizabeth Ward storage. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? I don't have much to talk about, to be honest. This might be kind of short. Watch it be like the longest WIP Chat in history, because I said that. So let's get started. And now I have to relearn how to multi-place rounds. I was gonna do my nails for you guys, and then I have just the press-on nails because I just can't afford to get my nails actually done right now. And the brand was just not, it was just not it. They kept popping off, and I'm very rough on my hands. And like I washed my hands and like 4 of them popped off, and I was like, okay, you know what? It's just not going to happen today. So I pulled them all off, and here we are. It is what it is. So when we last spoke, my heat had just gone out, and spoiler alert, it is still not fixed. The guy came on, I don't remember what day that was. Tuesday, maybe? I think it was Tuesday. He came out, and I had like my Teams chat at work. My unit at work, and then I had the people in the Discord like on alert. I was like, listen, he's here. I'm gonna let you know when he leaves, just because, you know, in case I get murdered. But let me tell you about these dogs. So, okay. Normally, I make Will, my husband, take care of this kind of stuff because, like, I'm a female. I don't want to have to take care of dealing with a strange man coming into my house. You know, I feel like that's the husband's, if you have a husband, that's your husband's, he's got to do that. I listen to a lot of true crime, and I'm just, you know, you got to do that. So, like, I take care of all the doctor's appointments, and you got to take care of the household stuff that needs to be fixed. But with his job, he's not able to take off, and if he does take off, he doesn't get paid. And so, you know, I would rather you work, and I just risk getting murdered at this point. So, yeah. So, I get the text that this guy Darren, is on the way. And so I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. So I put the dogs in the crate. And which, first of all, the window they gave me was like 9 to 2, which, like, that's kind of a big window, but whatever. He came at like 10:30. So, like, kudos to you, dude. Like, that's acceptable. And he was so young. He looked like he was like 24, 25 at the absolute oldest. I was like, where's your dad, bruh? But anyway, he was super nice. And so the dogs are in their crates, obviously. And they did not make a single sound. And I will put up a picture here that I took and sent to my family group chat. Because I was like, what kind of attack dogs are these? Like, I was like, okay, Biscuit, I need you to make yourself known. Because you're big. And, like, I know that you're a sweet angel baby, but I don't need other people to know that. I need them to think, you know, I can't murder her because this dog's going to attack me if I try anything. No. What? Neither one of them made a single solitary noise. It was insane. I was like, okay, you know what? So much for having two dogs that are going to protect me, because that is not what happened. Anyway, the guy said that he told me all this stuff, and I'm just like looking at him like, yeah, okay. Bro, I don't know what you're saying. Like, he gave me all these recommendations. Okay, whatever. But he said that the ultimate problem was the fan in the heating unit thing is going out. And so that was the noise we were hearing, and that the smell, like the burning smell, it was overheating. And so he was like, you can run it, but it's going to go out completely. I would give it a day or two, and it's going to go out completely, and it's just not going to work anymore. And so I was like, okay. And so he's like, so we have a home warranty company. And so he's like, so we're going to put in the, you know, the thing with the warranty and see what they're going to cover. But we have to order the part, you know, whatever. And I don't know how long that's going to take, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay. Well, either way, I need you to order that part, because I don't care if the warranty covers it. Like, we have to have heat. Like, it's going to be cold. And so he's like, yeah, the good news is, you know, it's supposed to be kind of warm this week. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's true during the day, but not at night, bruh. So the warranty company is covering part, but our part is still like $500. So there goes the tax refund, which thankfully we're getting a tax refund. But then there was something else that we needed done that he was recommending that is like $200. And it was like, if we didn't get it done, we were gonna have to sign a waiver saying that like they told us we needed it and we decided not to, so we couldn't sue them later. And so I was like, okay, if we gotta sign a waiver, that's pretty important. So we're gonna do that. But then there was another thing he was also recommending that was $500. So I was like, no, we're not gonna do that because we don't have to sign a waiver for that one. But we're gonna do the $200 one. So he still hasn't called to schedule it, so I'm assuming they're still waiting on the part. But last night was so cold. It's just, it did get warm over, you know, during the day last week. But like yesterday, it was pretty cold. I think the high was 40 something. And then yesterday night, it was 29 at 6 a.m. this morning. 29 degrees outside. Like, I don't know where we're at, Canada maybe, but this is not what I want in my weather. Yeah, so the dogs, well, so we've still been offering the dogs to sleep with us, but Biscuit does not want to sleep with us. He wants to sleep in his crate. He likes to be in his crate. So I put a comforter in there. And he stays down here in his crate. It was 60 degrees down here this morning when we woke up. And so the guy said, like, I could keep running the heat. My problem is, is the house going to catch on fire if I do? You know, that's like my issue. So I'm afraid to run it at night because, like, if I'm asleep and it starts making that loud noise, is it going to wake me up? I don't know. So I did run the heat yesterday during the day to get it up in the house, and then we borrowed a little heater from my in-laws to get it up in the house as well. So we had that going, but yeah, it was 60 degrees down here. But Biscuit, I mean, he's fine. He's a husky, so, well, he's part husky, part angel. Oh. But yeah, so he's fine, but he doesn't want to snuggle me, which is sad because, like, the plan was always, once he was old enough and not getting into everything, he would sleep in the bed. And he doesn't want to. So, I mean, I guess it's okay. But Moose loves sleeping in the bed. The problem with Moose is he's a legitimate puppy. And so he wanders around and gets distracted and, you know, whatever, but it's going okay with him. Yeah, so that's the update on that. Hopefully next week when I'm filming this WIP and Chat, the heat will be fixed. I'm hoping they call me like today or tomorrow to schedule the repair because it's just awful. And I'm sick of, like, Olive comes and gets in our bed every night anyway, but, like, she doesn't start out in there usually. But because it's so cold, and her room is the coldest room in the house. And, like, in the summertime, it's the hottest room in the house. It's just because of where her room is, it just is. And so she's starting in our room now. And I'm like, no, I need you to start in your bed. Like, I need to start out without you in here. Yeah, so that's the update on that depressingness. As far as other things, I do have notes. What's in my notes? So we're going to Disney World next week. We leave on, me and Olive are gonna leave Tuesday after school. She gets out of school at like 3:45. I honestly don't even know what time she gets out of school. I get in the carpool line at like 3:15. And them kindergarten moms are nuts. I don't know what time they get in the carpool line. Last year, I left the house at the same time as I do this year. And last year, I would be like the 6th or 7th car in line to pick her up. This year, I'm like the 15th or 16th car in line. It's like these kindergarten moms get there at like 2:30 and just like take a nap in the parking lot. I don't know what they do, but I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all getting here so early? Like that was just on there. I don't know. It's so weird. Anyway, so I might pick her up at like 2:45. They don't like for you to pick them up after 3 because of it screws stuff up with carpool. So I might pick her up at like 2:45, and then we're gonna go down to South Carolina, which is where my sister lives, and stay the night at her house with my mom. And then we're gonna wake up at 2 a.m. and on Wednesday and head to Florida, and I can't wait. But I'm not as excited as I should be, and I'm kind of bummed out about it. Life has just been really lifing lately, and so it's just like, I just can't get excited for it. I mean, I know once I'm there, it'll be fine, and like probably next week I'll be fine, but I'm just like, Disney World legitimately is one of my my favorite place. Like, I love Disney World so much. Like, when they say it's the happiest place on earth, they are not lying. I love it so much. But I don't know. Life is just lifing right now, and I am not enjoying it quite so much. That sounds so sad and dramatic. But it is what it is. If I can't be honest here on my WIP Chat, where can I be honest at? I don't know. So yeah, so I went today to get, Walmart sells these capris with pockets, which capris with pockets are a must. They're like workout capris with pockets, and they sold them. I got some like a few years ago, and I finally like wore holes in them. And so I was like, I really need to get some more of those capris. And I went to get some last year, but I think it must have been like the seasons had changed and they weren't selling capris or something. I don't know. That Walmart's a little janky. But I couldn't find them, and I was so upset. Well, I found them. I was like, I'm going to go look and see if I can get some capris for Disney World. And I did. And so I got 3 pairs of capris. And then I got a few Disney shirts. And I got her some shorts to wear, which she has some clothes to wear, but she needs some shorts anyway. And I don't go to Walmart that often. The Walmart that's the closest to me is really sketchy. Like, the only time I ever went there, I thought I was going to get killed. It was like, it reminded me of like a really old Kmart. And I was like, this is not it. Like, it was just really scary. It didn't even have like the food section. Like, it was so old and scary. Like, I was like, never again. So, yeah, I don't go to Walmart that often just because it's just not that close to my house. But I do like Walmart, and they do have good kids clothes for cheap, and kids outgrow clothes so freaking quick. And I like their sizing. Like, Target sizing for kids clothes is kind of small, like runs on the small size. And so like, I find that I have to, this irritates me. Why is boys' clothing bigger than girls' clothing? It's like they're trying to give little girls eating problems at a young age. So like a Mario shirt in a girl's small is tiny, but in a boy's small is like a dress on her. It doesn't make any sense. It makes me so angry. But I buy her stuff in the boys section all the time because like she's a tomboy, and it doesn't matter. It's just a shirt. Who cares where it comes from? But it just irritates me. Like, why are you making the clothing so big in the boy section and then so tiny in the girl section? And it also, while I'm on this soapbox, who knew I was going here today? Not me. I don't like, why are little girls' shirts, and I didn't see this at Walmart at all. This is at Target. All of their cute little like tee, like graphic tees are cropped. I don't need my 7-year-old walking around with a crop top. Like, no, absolutely not. Who is in charge of like merchandising at Target? They need to get a grip. Like, I love Target, but they need to get a grip. So anyway, Walmart, I did not have this issue at Walmart. They had plenty of t-shirts that were the appropriate length, and their sizing is much better. But at Target, the sizing is awful. And it's just every shirt, like a lot of their shirts that are like in the graphic tees, like in the like print, like the, what's it called? Like the licensed prints, like the Hello Kitty and the Disney and whatever, the movies and stuff are crop. And I'm like, no, you're not wearing a crop top. Absolutely not. Like, I don't care if you're in the house or not. You're not wearing a crop top. No. Call me old fashioned. I don't care. You're not. You're just not. So yeah, it's irritating to me. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, geez Louise. Anyway, let me get my blood pressure back down. Who knew? All right, let me let this boy in. Okay, so yeah, so sorry about that. I didn't know that I was gonna like go on a rant about children sizing, but there we are. So yeah, I went to Walmart and I got a few shirts for her. And then I got a few shirts for me. They didn't really have much. I honestly, like, my mom said to me, what day was it? It had to be like this weekend. I can't believe we only have one more working week until Disney. And I was like, what? Because I honestly did not realize we only had one more working week until Disney. And I'm just like, oh my God, I've got way too much to do for that. So, I mean, I'll probably just end up working late this week. I worked late last week and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm off today. I'm filming this on Monday, March 3rd. And I could log in and do some work, but I'm not going to on principle. So, yeah, if I gotta work late the rest of the week, I will. So yeah, so Disney World, it's gonna be chaos, but I'm hoping that we'll have some good hot, but not swelteringly hot weather. And that everybody gets along and there are minimal tears and that the kids all get along and they don't like leave Olive out. Cause it'll be 4 teenagers together that don't see each other that often. So I know that the temptation to leave her out will be high, but I mean, they do a pretty good job with her. So I don't think they will, but you just never know. But yeah, so it'll be fun. I know it'll be fun. And I know once I get there, like I'm going to be so hype. I don't know. I'm just not, life is just lifing. Anyway, so, speaking of Olive, the poor baby. So she had her first headache yesterday. And Olive is the kind of kid that does not ever say when she doesn't feel good. In fact, you can look at her and see that she doesn't feel good. And she'll act like you're crazy. And she feels fine. So yesterday she said, Mommy, my head hurts. And I was like, your head hurts? And she's like, yeah, my head hurts. And she had been stuffy all day. So I think it was like a sinus headache. And I said, okay, is it like a bruise on your head or is it like your inside of your head? And she's like, it's like the inside of my head. I said, okay, honey, I think you got a headache. And I get headaches all the time. I don't get migraines. I think I've only ever had one migraine. It was awful. It was like it was in the night and I woke up and like, it hurt so bad I threw up from it. Like it was, oh my God, I've never had that much pain in my life, like from a headache. It was terrible. So I think that's the only migraine I've ever experienced. So like, I have quite a few friends that get migraines and I don't know how y'all do it because I mean, I thought it was gonna take me out. But, so I said, well, you know, I get a lot of headaches. And she's like, I know, what do I do? And I said, okay, well, here's what we can do. I can give you some medicine. She hates taking medicine. So she was like, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, okay, you can go get in like a hot shower, and then you can go lay down and we'll put like a hot rag on your head. And she's like, no, none of that sounds good. Now this kid hates to nap. She does not like to nap. I had to cut her off from napping when she was like 1.5 because she was a terrorist when she would wake up, which according to my mother, so was I. And like, I'm still kind of this way. Like if I'm taking a nap, you just got to let me sleep. Like, don't wake me up. If I've been sleeping for 4 hours, unless we got to go somewhere or there's like an emergency and we got to go to the hospital, you don't need to wake me up. Like you just let me sleep until I wake up. And I don't care what time it is. I'm going to be grumpy if you do. And that's exactly how she is. So anytime I like suggest that she takes a nap, she does not want to nap. So she's like, no, none of that sounds good. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's not going to go away on its own, Olive. You're just going to have to trust me on that. She's like, okay, mommy. Well, then she came back like an hour and a half later. And she's like, mommy, it really hurts. And she started bawling. And I was like, okay, you have to take some medicine, Olive. Like, it's not, if you're crying this hard over this, like I know it really hurts you. Like, we got to do something. So she's like, okay. So I gave her some Motrin. She does not like Tylenol, but she actually doesn't mind the taste of Motrin. I don't even know if we have Tylenol, like children's Tylenol here, to be honest. So I gave her some Motrin. She took that with no problem. Like, she gladly took that. That's how I know it really was hurting. And then I put her in the bath, or the shower. And then she got out of the shower and I had to fold some clothes. So I said, okay, Olive, I want you to lay. Sorry, I just had to break up a WWE style fight with the dogs and now I don't remember where I was. Oh, I said, I had some laundry to fold. And so I said, okay, I want you to lay in the bed while I fold this laundry. And then, you know, when I'm done, we'll go downstairs. And so she was like, okay, you're going to give me your phone, right? So I can watch some videos. I said, no. You're just going to lay here. And like, I could tell she was exhausted and that if she would just lay there, she would fall asleep. And so she was like, oh, mommy, this isn't fair. And I was like, what? And she just did not want it. I think she knew she was going to fall asleep and she just did not want to take a nap. So I said, okay, well, that's what you're doing. So, you know, whatever. She was asleep within 2 or 3 minutes, I would say. She said, so right before she went to sleep, she said, wake me up when you're done folding the clothes. So I said, okay. So another load of laundry was going. So when that one finished, I went back in there and I was folding that load of laundry and she like woke up and she sat straight up and she sleepwalks and sleep talks. Not too often. She sleep talks more than she sleepwalks, but she does do both. And my husband sleep talks as well. It's like the most insane thing because you think you're talking like they're awake and they are not awake. And so she sat up and I said, and she looked at me and I said, does your head feel better? And she said, no. And I said, okay. And then I said, do you want to go downstairs and have dinner? Because at this point, like, it was almost dinner time and I was about to go start, you know, working on it. And she said, no. And I said, okay. And then I said, what do you want to go call Anna Lee? And she said, no. And then she laid back down and passed right back out. So I don't think she was really awake during that whole thing. Like, I think she was asleep. And so I was like, okay. And so I finished folding the laundry. And by the time I finished folding the load, which was a ton of her little tiny clothes, which takes forever to freaking fold. So by the time I finished folding that load, she fully woke up. And so when she really woke up, I said, does your head still hurt? She said, no, it feels fine now. I said, oh, okay. And then I said, she said, is dinner ready? I said, no, I can go make it though. And she said, oh, okay. And I said, you want to call Annalie? She was like, yeah. I said, okay, I'll text her and see if she can play Roblox with you. And she said, okay. And so then I texted Annalie and she said, yeah. And so I said, okay. She said she's going to call you. And she hopped out of the bed and ran downstairs. So she was definitely feeling a lot better, but her cough is just so bad. And the doctor said it's asthma. And I just cannot believe that. Like, sometimes I do think it could be. But like yesterday, it sounds like there's something else going on. And he's like one of these, like, he looks pretty young. I don't know how old he is, but I mean, he's younger than I am, and I'll be 40 this year. He's probably early 30s at the oldest. And he's just very against antibiotics, it seems like. And he just, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to switch her doctor or something. But I'm just like, I don't know how you could say it's just asthma. So we ate dinner, and then she said, I want to go to bed. And I mean, I was going to let her stay up a little bit late because she had taken an hour-and-a-half nap at 4 o'clock. And so I was like, oh, okay, we can go to bed. So we went upstairs and got ready for bed. And then she went on to sleep. And then she just couldn't stop coughing. And so at 3 a.m., we came downstairs and she did another breathing treatment, which we were doing breathing treatments all day yesterday. And so we did that. And it did help her. And she was able to like get some good sleep. But oh my God, I'm so tired. And then she said this morning, I'm really tired, Mommy. I said, I know, honey, we will go to sleep early tonight. But I was very glad I did not have to work today because I was like, oh my gosh. My plan was to go back to sleep after I got home from taking her to school and going to Walmart. But then I ended up being there so long because I went to Walmart, got disgusted that they don't have graphic tees for women, really. Because I needed some shirts for Disney as well. And so then I had to go over to Target. And then by the time I got home, I was like, well, if I go to sleep now, that's like my whole day. And then like, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so that's the olive update. God, this is like the most humdrum WIP and Chat ever. Listen, the Disney WIP and Chat is going to be exciting. I promise. I promise. I started the Paint Gem Mystery 3, number 3. And if you don't have any mystery kits, I would highly suggest getting that one. I did have to kit it up. I don't usually kit up Paint Gem kits because I use them when I travel and I like just grabbing the little box and keeping it pushing. And I work out of the baggies and it's fine. But because it's a mystery and I don't know what the colors are, it's hard. Like, I can't look at the canvas. Like on this kit, if I knew, like if I'm working on this and I'm working out of baggies and I need a 4, I know the 4 is going to be white because it's white on the canvas. And I know the 3 is going to be like a purple, which it is. But like on the mystery kit, the whole thing is black and white. So it's like really, it was really hard to figure out like what the heck color I needed. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to kit this up. Like, this is just taking way too long and I'm never going to get this done at this rate. So I kitted it up. I think I probably just won't travel with it, which realistically, I would like to get that done in the month of March. Cause it's for that event, the mini DP Madness event. Look at me remembering the name. Fantastic. So I did my first 2 kits for that event. And me and Olive agreed on the winner of the first game. Finger quotes, game. So I need to fill in my bracket for that one. I am going to do like an update video. So if you saw my unboxing and then my bracket for that one, I'm going to do like an update video when I'm halfway done. And then I'll do like a finale video when I finish filling out the bracket. But I was thinking, because Olive wants to be involved again, because like I told you, you know, being on YouTube is her favorite thing. So I told her she could do her own bracket. And we'll see, like, you know, because we might have differing opinions. But for this one in particular, we agreed on the winner. So that was exciting. And I just think that mini set is so cute. I don't know if I will get the other two. There's 2 other Paint Gem mystery kits out currently. And I think they are just like kits within the Paint Gem family. Like already, I could be wrong on that, but I think it's like, so like Paint Gem has like Doors edition, which I think the Doors came out after the first mystery, so this could not be in there most likely. But like, okay, so they have like the Holmes edition, they have the Doors edition, they have Christmas edition, and so like hypothetically a door from the Doors edition could be in the mystery edition. I think that's how the first 1 or 2 worked, but the third one is not like that. Like, these are different. These are not ones that are already released in another edition. And they're really stinking cute. So yeah, if you have never done a mystery and you would like to try one, I would suggest getting these, because after working on the first 2, I'm thinking like, how the heck? I have 3 like large scale mysteries in my stash. And I'm like, how the heck am I going to do these? Which I have done 2 mystery kits, like big mystery kits before. And I remember I did a Craftably mystery and I did the Crafters Den Discord server mystery from Jada Gem Shop. And I remember the Craftably mystery kit giving me a headache. So yeah, I have 2 Spangler mysteries in my stash right now that will go head to head for another Spangler Smackdown. But I'm going to section that into tiny sections like this. And I also have one, I don't remember the artist on the other one, but it's like animals is the theme. And I think that one's pretty big. And yeah, so I'm just going to have to take those slow and mix them in, you know, as I see fit, because woo, it's rough. It is rough doing a mystery kit, but it's fun. It's fun seeing it come to life, especially because the 2 that I did, some of the Paint Gem mysteries, like when I look at them, I can kind of make out the image. But the 2 I did yesterday, I couldn't. And so it was fun to watch it come to life. It's kind of like the pixels. Like, it really comes to life as you're doing it. I need to refresh my putty. These keep falling off. Yeah, so that's that. I still have not read any more of my book. And here's what I'm thinking. I want to finish it because it is really good. So I might actually read some tonight, this afternoon. I'm going to have to like move to the couch though, because I am exhausted. So if I try to read in my bed, I will 1,000% fall asleep. I also might put that book in my car and start reading it in the carpool line. That's a thought. Because I do get there early, just because you got to, because these crazy kindergarten moms, and also like I got to get back to work, so of course I want to. So that's my thought on that one. I did try to get this as an audiobook. I don't buy books. I have the Harry Potter hardback set. I have Twilight in hardback. I have The Notebook signed by Nicholas Sparks because I met him when I was in college. And I have The Help by Catherine Stockett. Is that her name? I loved that book. Those are the only books I still have. I got rid of everything else. I just don't feel the need to have books because I can use the library. So I don't buy books. I used to have like a huge collection of Nora Roberts, and I used to have every single Nicholas Sparks book that he wrote, which I am not even caught up on all the Nicholas Sparks books anymore, sadly. But I just prefer to use my local library. So yeah, I did check to see if they had it in an audiobook, and they don't. So I'm really trying to finish this book. I'm not very far in, but it is good so far. So anyway, after I finish this book, or even before then, I want to start trying to listen to some like floofy romance novels on audio that I can get like on Libby from my library. The problem is I just need to find some. And it's also, here is the problem. I go through spells of what I want to watch when I'm diamond painting. So like right now I'm still binging Michaela Renee's channel. I think I'm 10 months back. So I'm in April of 2024. And she posts like 3 videos a week. And most of the time they are all diamond painting related. I don't usually watch unboxings. So I've been kind of able to skip the unboxings, but she does like a vlog and a WIP Chat every week, and I watch both. So it's taking me a little while to get through her channel, which is leaving me in a conundrum because she is one of the hosts of the DP March, I screwed it up, mini DP Madness event. And so I want to watch her current videos because obviously I'm doing the event, but I'm not caught up on her channel. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I am the way that I am. Lord. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing when I've been diamond painting for the last, I don't know, several weeks, is watching Michaela Renee. I could start listening to an audiobook is what I could do. I also could listen to an audiobook when I drive home from work, but I only go to the office 2 days a week. So I don't know. That's the problem, is that like I have to like figure out what I want to do when I'm diamond painting, because that's when I would listen to it, is when I'm diamond painting. So I don't know. I just really want to get out of this reading slump. Like I used to love reading so much, and like it was my goal for years. It was my goal to read 100 books in a year, and I never hit it. I think the closest I got was 65. So like 100 might have been way too lofty. But yeah, it's just too much. There's not enough time to do all this stuff I want to do, you know? Another thing I've been listening to is the podcast Rotten Mango, which is a true crime podcast that I'm pretty sure everyone on the planet who likes true crime already knew about, except for me. So I've started at the beginning because that's how I like to do things. And look at that, we finished this section. Oh my God, it doesn't even look like toothpaste. I don't know what that looks like. So we're just gonna go on to the next. See, I said this is gonna be short, and this is gonna be like the longest WIP Chat ever. Hold on, let me cut this because I can't do 2 things at once apparently. Anyways, so I've started listening to Rotten Mango, and like those episodes are super long. I'm gonna like, oh my God, I'm gonna make you seasick. All right, hold on. Hold the phone. Literally. Okay. Rotten Mango. Okay, so the episodes are super long, but I don't know. At first I was like, I don't think this is for me. Like, this girl's kind of annoying, but she has grown on me, and I think she's hilarious, and I love her fiance. I mean, they're probably married at this point, because these are the episodes I'm listening to right now are from 2020. But she's funny, and I am so disturbed by some of the cases that she's covering, but they're so good. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying that podcast. And it's not as creepy. It's not as like creepy crawly as like the Crime Junkie podcast, because like, I guess it's because like Crime Junkie, like, Ashley Flowers and Britt. Like, Ashley takes everything so freaking serious. And this girl on Rotten Mango does not. Like, she is being, like, she is taking stuff seriously, but she doesn't. Ashley has her reporter voice on, is what I should say. And this girl does not. I think her name's Tiffani. She does not. So, yeah, anyway, I've been listening to that a lot. And it's kind of creepy. Like, not creepy, but it's just really disturbing. Like, it's very graphic. And, like, the crimes that she's talking about are extremely disturbing. And, yeah. But there was one about the Unabomber. And, like, I did not know so much about... I never knew this much about the Unabomber. And it was very interesting. I was like, wow. This is, like... This is interesting. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm quite enjoying it. So, we'll see how long I listen to that before it, like... starts to affect me. Look at all the color blocking in this section. Ugh. Gag me. I hate color blocking. It's the worst, bro. It's the worst. Like, the first section wasn't that much color blocking, but this one, yuck. Yeah, so I guess the last thing I'll talk about, and then I'll wrap this up, which if anyone's still watching this, you know what? You deserve a prize. Okay, so one of the things I do to help me stay on the detox is I create wish lists. So, like, if I'm like, oh man, I really wish I could buy a kit right now, I go create a wish list on, like, a new company. So I have a list of, like, companies that I want to buy from after the detox. And I, like, mentioned to my husband, because there's a kit on Munimade's website that Nicole from Shire Shenanigans just unboxed. What is it called? Honey. I don't remember what it's called. Honey something. It's, like, got a cat dressed up like a bee. And it's, like, a girl. And she's working, like, at a honey factory or something. It's not a factory. Honey bakery, honey. I'll try to remember to put up the name of the thing and maybe even a picture of the artwork. It's freaking cute. It's by Tally Sketch, I think. Anyway, as soon as the detox is over, that's like an automatic buy. And so I made a comment to my husband about, like, I can't wait for this detox to end because I really want to get these kids. And he said something about... He said something about, like, the time frame of when it would end. And I was like, well, I mean, it's going to be, like, 2 years. So hopefully that kid will still be, like, in production. And he was like, 2 years? I was like, babe, do you know how many kids I have? Like, what? Like, okay, first of all, he saw all my kits. Because when I did my stash video, I stacked all of my kits up on the kitchen table. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm about to film this stash video. So, like, he saw them all out. So he does know. And so I said, babe, when I started my detox, I had 63 kits. And I've only done 20. And then I had 6 loopholes. And I've bought 5 of those. Which really, the paint gems are out now. So I really had 4 loopholes. And I've bought 3 of them. Still. It's a lot of kits. And he was just like, and that's going to take you 2 years? I was like, yeah, bro. Like, what in the world? So, yeah, he was like, I just don't understand. Like, just don't do the ones you don't want to do. I'm like, that's why I'm doing the detox. Anyway, I digress. Oh, my Lord. Okay. So, when I get the urge to shop, I make a wish list. So, the video that I've been trying to film for, like... I've literally filmed this video like 20 million times, and every time something gets jacked up about it, is me going over my Diamond Art Club wish list. So the other day, I went through my Diamond Art Club wish list, and I created multiple Diamond Art Club wish lists. And so I think I'm going to film a video, and I'm going to schedule it to go up when I'm at Disney World. Maybe. I don't know if I'll need to schedule a video to go up when I'm at Disney World. Yes, I will, because I'll be there on a Saturday. So maybe that's what I'll do. So I might try to figure out how to film this video. I think I have it figured out. So I think I might film this wish list video and then have it go up the Saturday that we're at Disney World, which would not be this Saturday, but the next Saturday. So just let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. Like, what's on my wish list? It's basically like, what Spanglers do I have on my wish list? What's on my regular wish list? What's on my maybe wish list? And then what's on my must buy after detox? And this is just Diamond Art Club. I do have wish lists at Jada Gem Shop, Munimade, Diamond Artisan Shop, Carrot Art, and I'm working on Diamond Art Studio UK. Or did I finish that one? No, I finished that one. I'm working on the one with the diamond art. Yeah, so let me know. Like, is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? Is like my Diamond Art Club wish list. I also have another video idea, but I think I might hold off on that one until my 1 year anniversary, which is coming up. It'll be May 1st of the detox. So yeah. So anyway, all right, y'all. Well, I have chatted your ears off about absolutely nothing for like an hour, which, you know, that's what I get for saying this was going to be short. So if you're still here, I love you so much and I appreciate it so, so much. So you can put up an emoji of anything you want because you deserve to. So I hope you guys have heat and I hope you have a great day and I will chat with you guys next time. Bye. Oh my, Moose, no. Moose, no, no sir, no sir, no sir. We don't chew on Sissy's Crocs. No. Little turd. Come on, Bisky. Coming in? Come on. Come inside. Come inside. Come inside. Biscuit, come on, I'm filming a video. Come on. You want a treat? You want a treat? Come on, turd. Come on. In the bed. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, boys. I'm filming a video. Can you stop? Boys. These boys think it's time for the WWE SmackDown, apparently. No, no. Oh, my God. Boys. Moose. Hey. Hold on. Pause, please. No, no. 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 What are we doing? What are we doing? No. No. Leave him alone, buddy. Look, leave him alone. Here, can you get the crate?